I threw everything I had except oil paint at this page, and I didn't tear the paper. What does that tell you? It's that time of the month, my friends. We're going to get into every page I colored in the month of December. We're going to go through WIPS and also completed pages. I have so many flipping books in front of me, and I am very prepared. I have everything listed out. I also tabbed all of the pages that I'm going to be sharing today because there's a lot. There's so many flipping WIPs. Why do I love starting things and have such trouble completing things? I ended the month of December with 23 WIPs. Your girl loves to start things, and I have 6 completed pages. Now that I have these awesome planners, in particular this one from Amanda Colors, this is my coloring planner. I feel very prepared moving forward. I'm really tracking things to make my life easier because, my friends, this video took me hours to prepare for. Not that you're here to hear my sob stories, but I was like, holy cow, I've got a lot of books and I've spread myself throughout most of them, but your girl just can't finish anything. If you're new, I'm Tara. This is Tara Tripoli Arts. Welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. I'm a very new colorist. I'm also very new to planning, apparently, but I'm not new to art. I've been an artist for almost 30 years. I'll put some images on the screen if you're new so you can kind of see my vibe. Since I started down the adult coloring pathway, I am completely flipping hooked. And all I want to do is color. If you do not like chatty style videos, I don't know if I'm going to be your cup of tea, my friends, because your girl likes to talk. I do have other videos on the channel where you can mute me, put it on 1.5 speed and just watch tutorials or hauls and things like that. But this video is very chill. I feel less anxious today because I'm prepared. A prepared mind is a less anxious mind. And I'm really excited to show you everything I colored in the month of December. So let me move this huge stack of books out of the way so we can get started. First up, we have Christmas coloring postcards. If I'm being honest, I'm somewhat disappointed in myself that I didn't finish anything in this book because the plan was for me to send Christmas postcards to 20 very lucky people that I know, since there's 20 postcards in here. And I finished nothing. What I realized was I put way too much pressure on myself. And I also, I wasn't very inspired to color in this book, or at least to finish anything. So let me show you everything I worked on. First is, well, it's the first page in this book. I really was liking where I was going with this at first. I went in the background with Neocolor 2s. I think I based this with Tombows. That's the other thing. Because I'm now planning and I have planners and to write it down, I'm writing down the mediums because looking at this, I'm like, what the heck did I use? I know I used Prismas over the top because I can feel them on the presents, but this was based in Tombows. And then I came back over the top and the background with the Neocolor 2s. And I do really like the background. This would not take much to finish it. I didn't like the color scheme. I didn't like that I went with purple, but there's so much I could do with gel pens and glitter and sparkle. If in doubt, glitter it out. Shout out to my friend Jess at Coloring Bumblebee. So now I don't want to finish it. It's Christmas is over and no one got any cards from me. I am sorry about that. I'm going to have a different plan for next year, and I think I just need to start earlier. And now that, again, I'm writing things down, I feel better. I start my day and I know what I'm doing. Do you guys plan? Let me know, would you have any tips for how I can get better at this? So that's the first WIP that I did not finish. We're going to go through the WIPs first. And I don't have stats to share. I know a lot of my friends that do this with the planners, it says this is what you started, this is what you had, this is the end, because I just started planning. So that will be in the January coloring video, everything I colored in January. So I did mark what I had at the turn of the century. Just kidding. At the turn of the year. Okay, so that was the first page. The next one is this page, and I love this page. I think it is so cute. I did come back over the top and I did so much. And I think it's really looking good. I didn't even do acrylic marker yet. And I think it looks really good. I got stuck with how to finish it. I based it in Tombows because I can't stop using those Tombows. Came over the top and you could see how messy of a colorist I am with Prismas. I kind of like the color scheme. I don't necessarily like the green, but there's so much I could do. Why do these little pictures give me such trouble? Like they just get me stuck. I do really like Emily Lederholt-Oberg's style on the one hand. On the other hand, I can get a little bit stuck with all of the extra, like all of the lines. There's a lot of them. I'll give you an example. Like on the rabbit, like I like that it's not necessarily a solid line, but it also doesn't look like a rabbit. Like they're kind of realistic, but not really realistic. So I get a little stuck because I'm such a realist. But I do want to have fun. Isn't that the whole point of coloring? Is to have fun. I'm going to finish it someday, but not now. Definitely not in January. I got enough things on the docket. And then this page. I definitely didn't like the pink. I based this in Tombows. Did I? I might have used zigs. I have to go back and like look through. I don't even know what. I do show WIPS in my Sunday Vibes video, the things I worked on just that week. And I like to have that as a premiere Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. And then afterwards we color. And now we are coloring in our project book, Hidden Seasons. Definitely come. I want to hang out with you. It's not going to take much to finish this page either. I do really like the purple and yellow. I don't like the pink, but I can easily shift that. I could come over the top. I can even put green over it. I think that's what I'm going to do, but not this year. So that is all I colored in Emily Lederholt-Oberg's Christmas coloring postcards. Next up, Symphony of Cute Animals by Kanoko Igusa. I flipping love this book. This is a collab book that I'm working on getting enough people. We need 73 people. I numbered every page, and the way that we're doing it is like this last page, the copyright page, counts as one. In the very beginning of the book, the title page is one, and this is a separate page. Double page spreads count as one. I need so many more people. Are you interested in having a page in here? A lot of you, my awesome friends, have said yes. And you've either sent me a message on Instagram, which I definitely want you to send me a message, or the best way is to email me, tara@taraquintana.com, and let me know how you want to be contacted. If you prefer me to send you a DM on Instagram, make sure you send me a message on Instagram to let me know. But all the emails is how I'm keeping track of how many people we need. We need a lot of people. Would you like to be part of this collaboration? I'm not auditioning you, okay? If you want in, you're in. It's going to be so much fun. So the page that I worked on in this book is this page. I love this page. This was the first ever live stream that I did, and I really thought all of these were chicks. And all of my friends said, no, they're not. I think that they were robins. We had so much fun. It's not going to take much to finish this page. It's glorious. Nothing is coming off, even though I used pastels in the background. We used, what did I use? Polychromos and Prismacolor pencils. They're so stinking cute. Almost everything is really based in. It's not going to take a lot to finish it. I really like the paper in this book. Like, it can handle a lot. Man, I love this double page spread for sure. It can handle so much. I want to finish this, but like I said, I'm kind of done with Christmas. So maybe Christmas in July, I'll finish this. Maybe I'll be inspired to finish this at some point. They're stinking cute. I did draw in here because this didn't have the tufts of hair on the head, but I wanted to make it like the earmuffs were flattening it down, because I was thinking then, because I thought they were all chicks. to balance out the colors. So I like these three, making them cardinals, and then little bluebirds. These were something else, and now I don't remember what they are, with the black on them also. That's a blue jay, I believe. And the holly. I love the page, and I am going to finish it. I just didn't finish it yet. So that's all I colored in Symphony of Cute Animals by Kinoko Ugusa. Next up, we have R.J. Hampson's Winter Wonder. I love this book. I love the illustrations in this book, but at the same time, I do not love the paper. I'm now getting PDFs straight through R.J. Hampson's website, and I really like that. And I filmed, at the time of filming this video, I haven't edited that, and it's not on the channel, but how I'm creating books. How I'm creating books like this with the discs. And I did that with R.J. Hampson stuff, so stay tuned for that. I have one WIP in this page, and I have several completed pages, which we'll get to later. So this is a WIP. I started this on a live stream also. Then I worked on it some more, showing how to get the three-dimensional leaves. And I love how it's coming out. I kind of got a little bit stuck or bored. It is so close to being done. All of the greenery is done. The chicks need, they're chicks. Every bird is a chick in my eyes. They need a little bit more. The house is mostly done, the birdhouse. I need to do more with the snow. I got a little stuck with what I want to do behind them, but I don't have to do anything behind them if I don't want to. I'm probably going to finish this. I might even do it in January. I don't know. It's not in my plans, but I might do it because it's not going to take a lot. And I need some wins. 6 pages in the month of December. I'm kind of embarrassed by that. How is that all I did? I feel like all I did was color. Well, I did 23 WIPs. Your girl loves starting things. I just got to bring myself to finish it. I love the effect of these leaves. This was based in alcohol markers. We did all of that on the live stream. And then I came back over the top with Prismacolors. And it's not going to take much more. Yeah, we're gonna work on this. I'm just not sure when. So that's all I have as a work in progress in R.J. Hampson's Winter Wonder. Next up, we have Cozy Winter Word Search Coloring Book by yours truly. I love this book. I wanted to get so many more things done, and I didn't finish anything in this book. So I'm disappointed with myself for that too. I don't want to be disappointed with myself. I don't think I'm disappointed that I didn't finish anything. I'm disappointed that I wasn't keeping track of what I was doing, because when I made the list of the WIPs, I could not believe how many I had. And did you know that in my plans video, it's already up on the channel. It just came out. When you're watching this, it's a new release. I only chose uncolored pages. When I was uploading it, I thought about it and I said, I have 20 pages that I'm going to start in the month of January, and I'm not going to work on any WIPs. What in the hell is going on in my brain? But I'm very excited by blank pages. Like, just the drawings really kind of fires me up. So the first WIP are these hollies. I based everything in alcohol markers. I started coming over the top, and I believe this is Stedler's as I was testing them out. And then I just gave up. I just stopped. Frankly, I forgot that this was happening, that I was working on this, because I really did want to work on it. I may work on it. Like, this is going to be fast to finish. I don't think it's going to take a lot. I just haven't done it yet. And I love hiking. Like, I'm so inspired by this. So I'm going to finish all of these WIPs at some time. Who knows when? I still have paintings, some of which for the past 15 plus years. I may never finish them, or I may. I don't know. It's my rules, right? It's what I want. This is the second WIP I have, based entirely in alcohol markers. There is no shading on this yet. And I'm planning on coming over the top with my gel pens. I did get those Sakura metallics. I'm really excited. I haven't even opened the package. I'm really excited to test it out. I'm trying to do some kind of light effect. This doesn't really go with my brain. It's like a style of coloring, but it's not anything I've ever done. If you have any tips for this, I would love to hear and learn from you. this isn't going to take much to be done. I could just come over the top with the gel pens and be done with it there. I don't know. Someday I'm going to finish that one. The next WIP I have is this very cute stocking. I did this entirely with Staedtlers. I was testing them out and I'm really liking the effect of how it's looking. So it's just going to take me coming in here and just coloring. And somebody did recommend that I put some stitches on the stocking, kind of like the drawing itself has on the beard. And I really like that because I want this to look quilted. That's another thing that I could do, would be to do the quilting lines also. That would add a lot of interest. And I don't have to make it green. I could make it blue. I like the concept of blue for Christmas also. But I mean, we're out of Christmas. So do I want to finish this? I don't know. Probably not. Probably not this year. And that's all I have as a WIP in Cozy Christmas Word Search coloring book by yours truly. Next up, we have Fairy Tales and Folklore by Emily Lederholt-Oberg. I have one WIP in this book, and it is her. I love her. I based her entirely in Tombows. Of course I did. And the background. And then I started coming over the top with Prismacolors. So I did a lot of shading on the dress. I did a lot with her face and the hair. The paper didn't love the Tombows when I was trying to do blending. But now that I put the Prismas over it, I can't feel it. I do think I'm going to fix the page. Like I did this one. You can tell I didn't do these. I'm going to come, and it feels good. I'm going to come over the top and do the rest of everything, fix the page, and probably do some type of a pastel background. I do have some pan pastels coming, and I believe they're coming today. I am so excited to try them. I didn't go for a big set because they are very expensive. So I think I got the 10 set. So it's like called primers or basics, whatever it is, to where it's the primary colors. It's not the shades or the lights, so that I can make that myself. I'm very inspired to do that. And I want to try them out. And I have those tools already that I was using to get in here. So I'm going to do something like that. I didn't put this in my January plans, but I want to work on it. And I reserve the right to do whatever I want, right? I really want to do a lot with glitter with her. And I mentioned this with the postcard book. Like the style, it's realistic, but it's not. But I really like this style. Like there's so many gorgeous, gorgeous illustrations in this book that I absolutely want to color. But I want to finish this, I think, before I start anything else in this book. And I left this masking tape on for weeks. I'll get it off with a hairdryer, no worries. So that's all I colored in Emily Lederholt-Oberg's Fairy Tales and Folklore coloring book. Next up, we have Johanna Basford's Small Victories. Do you see how many tabs, my friends? I told you, this is the book I grab at night when I'm drinking wine and coloring, sitting in the dark, one of my favorite things to do. I do have a completed page in here, and I'm going to show that to you later, but this is the most WIPs. This is the most colored in book I have. I'm probably going to get another copy of it because this is my experimentation book, so a lot of things are not going right for me, and I'm working through my perfectionistic mindset. So I colored this truck. This is really the only thing I wanted to color on this page. I wanted to make a Christmas truck, and it looks like a Christmas truck. I thought about coming over the top and doing like gel pen for ornaments, and the page isn't done. So I, of course, can do that. And I don't know what my plan is with this page. This was Tombows. I think everything in this book, for the most part, not everything, but most things are based in Tombows with Prismas over the top. That's one of my favorite ways of using Tombows and Prismas in Johanna Basford's book. At least this book. It's like I flipping love it. I could see me coming and doing one of these vehicles a month, and that could be fun. I'll have this done in 8 months. This page will be done if I do it that way. That might be fun. There's a lot of sweets going on here. I like this fish tank with the octopus. Not so much a balloon fan. I don't know. I'm really drawn to this one. Really like thinking about potted plants. Now that my studio is getting closer, it's getting closer, but it isn't. And I said to Tom this morning, if you didn't know, Tom is my husband. I said, please finish my office/studio. I need space. I need someplace to go that I just feel peaceful, because a peaceful environment is going to help me have a peaceful mind. So I want potted plants. I have some in my current office. I want a lot more. I'm going to have 7 windows in my office. Right now I have 1, and you can't even really see out of most of it because that's still an old window. I have new windows behind me now, but the old window is like messed up. It's like glazed over, so you can't see out of it. I want to see outside. I want to see. I'm going to have 2 views. So it'll be south and west. So I'm going to get the sunset, which is beautiful, freaking beautiful out there. It's all trees back there. You guys, I'm going to show you. You guys are going to be with me every step of the way. So I see me maybe wanting to work on this, but it's not on my plans, but I can add it. And now that these are quick wins, they really are small victories, which I love. The next WIP I have in here is this, I wanted to say double page spread, but it's not. And the problem with this page now is this has been my experimentation page for different mediums. Stedler, this was the graphite, the colored limited set. I really like the muted tones though. This was the Derwent's, I believe, Derwent Inktense. I need to start saying Inktense because there's other Derwents. Done with water and then with a colorless blender. I think this is watercolor. I think this is the King Arts. Did I do this with the King Art gel sticks? I think I did. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't write this down. And moving forward, I am. This is not a page I ever see finishing, being like, look at this awesome page, because I did similar colors here. That's why I want another copy of the book. But you know what? It's an experimentation page, so I'm going to take it for what it is. This is the next work in progress. I consider this to be a double page spread. Everything was based in Tombows. I did come back again on this and add green recently. So everything is based, I believe. I'm missing a few things here and there. So all I need to do now is come over the top with Prismas or maybe a different pencil. I do have the Derwent drawing pencils coming. I'm really excited to get those. Forget how many I got. They were on sale at Dick Blick for after Christmas, so I picked them up, but they're not the ones that are coming today. So I'm not inspired to do this right now. And the thing of it is, I was very inspired to do this because I like using Tombows, but now I have to pay a little bit more attention. I was just coloring with my heart, like what colors are going to make me feel invigorated. That's how I did this. And at the same time, I was doing this, and I love the colors that I have on this page, this green. But now I have to pay a little bit more attention. So I don't see this being the book I grab when I've been drinking my delicious dry red wine and coloring in the dark, because I'm going to need lights and my brain working at top capacity, maximum capacity, my brain functioning so I can shade the way that I want to do it. Or I could just shade it however I want or not shade it and call it done. I don't know. I'm going to finish this page sometime. I really do like this. This I like a lot. It's just, I got to pay a little bit more attention now. The next work in progress is this page. Let me put this over here. So I love how this is coming out. I skipped this one. I'm trying now to go more in order, but I like these little wins, and I'm doing all these just in pencil. And this was the Stedler's, it looks like, because it's very muted. So this was probably with water too. Or did I use the colorless blender? I think I used the colorless blender because it's not, or did I not even activate it? I might not have activated it because the way that it looks, it doesn't look activated yet. It looks pretty. They don't kind of go together, but that's okay. So this again is more experimentation just with color, and working on something so small I find challenging. My paintings, I liked working on really big paintings. If I didn't, a miniature would be like anything like 8 by 10 or smaller is considered a miniature. At least I consider it a miniature. So these are like miniatures. It's really hard to get your pencil point in those tiny little spots, but I do really like how it's coming out. I'm just not inspired to do so many mushrooms right now. I really like the blue mushrooms. I'm working on something like that. It's in my brain for something coming up, so stay tuned for that. This page is a work in progress, but this is done. This is up right now for my Studio Master members. Did you know I have a membership? You never have to join if this is upsetting to you or triggering to you. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it for that purpose. It's more for anyone that wants to get weirder with me. I mean, I consider myself to be a very weird human. For us to just get closer, hang out a little bit more, and you get more videos. There's different types of memberships. So if you just want get videos early, badges, and different things. If you hit join, if you're subscribed, underneath the video is a button that says join. If you click it, you can see the different tiers and options. And of course, it is a great way to support the channel. You can also support the channel by liking this video, sharing it with friends, commenting, and just being here. I'm so appreciative for you. I flipping love you guys. So my plan is I'm going to just keep working through this page. And I want this page to be very cohesive. So that's that WIP. I'm going to show you something I considered not showing you because it's just a flippin' disaster, but I'm going to show you anyway. It's this page. I haven't even taken the masking fluid off yet, so I might have ruined this page. You can see it's pretty warped and it bled through everywhere, all throughout the book. This daggone, what is this? The distressed ink spray. I don't know why I bought the spray instead of just I have like, it's gotten on my fingers just from me touching it. I don't know why I bought this spray. I thought it was going to be something that it isn't. I thought using this would be less moisture on the page, and I was totally wrong. And you can't really do much on top of this. I didn't fix the page because I haven't taken the masking fluid off yet. I do kind of like the effect, but it's not, I don't think I'm ever going to use this again. I might change my mind. I would like to get my hands on some distressed inks, but actual distressed inks, not these sprays. Do you have these sprays? What do you think about it? I have one more WIP in this book, and it is this page. I love how this is coming out. This is my Zigs and Tombos head-to-head battle. And Tombos are winning, so the Zigs are totally bleeding through. I probably went in with more than one layer. The Zigs are harder to control because the brush tip is softer, so it flexes a lot more than the Tombos, which the oil painter in me would love. But when I'm working on something so small, I like the feel of the brush nib on the Tombos much more. But the colors of the Zigs are so pigmented and bright, so I do like that about it. That being said, I have a very small set of Tombos, so maybe I just need to get the full set of those. Now this page is totally based, so it's ready for something else. So I do want to finish this because I really love the vibe of this. I love it. So that's the only WIPs I have. I'll show you the completed page in a little bit in Johanna Basford's Small Victories. Next up, we have Romantic Country by Erie. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this book. Like, I love her style, but I find this book very hard to work in. That's because I started out in this book. This is not something I worked on in December, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. I started out, where is it at? With this one in all polychromos, only to find out polychromos don't work very well in this book because they don't. I had to work so hard on this. I do really like how it came out, but I got so worn out from it that I'm not inspired to finish it. And it's just polys. So do I want to come over the top with Prismas or something else? I think I'm going to have to. but I'm done with this page for right now because it's been so stressful for me. So I have 2 WIPs. This is the first one. I really planned on getting this done for Christmas. So I could be disappointed with myself, but I'm going to choose not to be. I love the colors. I love how bright she is. This is mostly Zigs. I did switch to Tombos. I think these are Tombos. I could be wrong. And the Tombos feel better than the Zigs. And the Zigs, they bled through to the other side, but I was doing like wet into wet with this tree. They're super juicy, which you think would be good. Like this is just one layer. It feels good. She's so stinking cute. So everything is base. I don't have a background. I could use the pan pastels back here, but I don't want to do this page now because it's Christmas. But I really like how it's coming out. So I did work on it in December, which is what I said I wanted to do. So what I talk about in my plans videos and the way I want to approach this moving forward, if it's in my plans video, as long as I start it, which is why I have so many WIPs, as long as I start it, it's a win. And I'm going to finish what I feel compelled to finish. Then I have this WIP. Really liking how this is coming out. Like really liking it. I mean, I don't know what I did here. When did I do this to this snowman? By golly. Okay, I definitely looks like I messed this up with this terrible shading job. This is something I would do with alcohol markers, but I'm using Tombos. Everything is based in Tombos. Then I started coming over the top with Prismas, and it's fantastic. Prismas just work splendidly over the Tombos. Was it you, Jess, tagging you twice now, that said in Erie's books, as long as you do watercolor something first, then you can use polys? Will you let me know if it was you that said that and if that's true? Because I would rather use polys because I love polys. But that being said, it didn't take much. Like for me to shade this present was like just like that. So I wanted to finish this, but now it's got Christmas stuff, so it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Not in this month, I don't think. So that's all I started in the month of December in Romantic Country by Erie. Next up, we have Johanna Basford's Worlds of Wonder. I have several WIPs in here, but only one that I worked on in the month of December. And it is this page. This is a buddy color with Debbie. Debbie, I'm not going to show your page yet because I'm going to show it when this is done. I've thrown just about everything at this page. The background of this is based with that intense, the ink tense spray. And I did mask terribly. So it bled like everything was messed up. So first I came over the top with Prismas and it wasn't working, like it wasn't getting in there. So then I came over the top with my acrylic markers, Pentel Sparkle, Uniball, Grabbies. I've thrown so many things at this page. Then I came in with pastels. This is the Light Wish, and I do like the snow effect. I used my Posca white paint pen to put snow. One of my awesome friends suggested that I put some snow back there. What I want to do, because it looks too perfect, is to do some of that splattering with a toothbrush. But Tom was home and he would be freaking out if he saw me doing something like that. So I need to wait until he's not home. I'm finishing this month, even though it's not in the plans, because this is a buddy color and I didn't get it done. I could say it's done because it's got snow on the ground. I don't know. And I did spray this with a fixative, but you can see it's still coming off. Yeah, I don't know why I complicated things so much for myself. I also didn't know what a lot of things were. Like, can you see through the bus? Can you see through up here? There's clouds up there. I don't necessarily like these colors. And I don't know why I did this pink. Yeah, this is not a win. I do kind of like the chrome effect that I got down here, but I had to do that like 2 or 3 different times. I don't consider this page to be a win at all. but I do want to get it done. So that's the only WIP I have in Johanna Basford's Worlds of Wonder. Next up, we have Johanna's Christmas. I have so many WIPs in here and nothing is done. So the first WIP is this polar bear. We started this on a live stream and it's Neocolor 2s in the background. Everything is based in the innards with alcohol markers. And that's as far as we go. Oh, no, it isn't. Then I started coming over the top. I cannot remember if it was polys or prismas, but it is in the video. This up here was with a colorless blender, which I've used a colorless blender in Neocolor 2s before, and it worked beautifully. And I thought I did it in her books. It's not working on this paper. I don't know if it's a different publisher. I learned about this recently, that we might need to pay attention to this. Which is stressful. This is just one layer, so I'm not worried about this. These are not ink tints, so they can be reactivated. I can always come over the top with pastels. I love the colors that I'm doing. The bear is looking so dimensional. And all of these, I'm going to come in with some sparkles. I did use a color card, so I love how muted the colors are. It's like I would like to finish this, but just like I said before, it's Christmas stuff. So do I really want to do that? The other thing was, I keep thinking that if I'm starting with alcohol markers, I have to come over the top with pencils, but I don't. I don't have to. And you're going to see what I mean in a minute, a little bit, because of what I've done in another book with just alcohol markers. And I flipping love it. So moving forward, I think I want to challenge myself more to not necessarily lean into mixed media all the time. I definitely consider myself to be a mixed media artist. So there's that. The next WIP I have is this double page spread. And I am definitely disappointed in myself for this. This is my first buddy color, and she finished hers quickly, and I still haven't finished mine. But I had so many problems with this double page. I do really like the sky now. I think it looks great. I had to come over the top after using, what was it? What were those? Not the Neocolor 2s, the gelatos, and I hated them, but maybe I didn't use them right. But in previous WIP videos, I showed you what a disaster it was. There was a few things wrong with this page, like the elements didn't go all the way down, so I had to draw some stuff in. I find that stressful. And it's not just Johanna's books. I saw this in Rita's books too. And as an artist, I can appreciate mistakes. Maybe I'm totally way off base and it wasn't a mistake, but it didn't continue. I think it was this didn't go all the way down. It stopped there. So why would it stop up here? And that's there, but this is down there. So I got stuck on it. These were Faber-Castell Black Edition, and I didn't really care for them. I didn't care for them. I didn't have enough of them maybe, and I don't know. I am going to come over the top. I did spray this page. I'm going to come over the top with my Prismacolors because I just want some vibrant colors to make all of these candies pop. I do want to finish this because it's a buddy color, but I'm not inspired. Maybe I'll become inspired. I also don't like that there's nothing down here. So I got stuck on this, that there's nothing down here. In hindsight, I should have drawn trees back there, and I don't want to put anything else down on this because there's so much on it. But I mean, the paper handled it great. I mean, this did bleed through with these gelatos. I did use an alcohol colorless blender over the gelatos, and wasn't that? Yeah, I used an alcohol colorless blender, and then I actually used alcohol markers on this, and you can kind of see it. And that helped to blend, but I still didn't like it. So the pastels did save the day. So there's that. Then I have one more WIP in here, and this is our buddy color. This is not due until towards the end of the month. Are you in on this? If not, do you want to be? There's no pressure. If you don't finish it for the video when I show my January completed plans, when you do finish it, I will show it. I do really like how it's coming out. I've been working a lot on this. I am going to get this done by January 20th, which I think I said was the deadline, based entirely in alcohol markers. I really like the color scheme, and I came over the top with Prismas, and it's not blending, and I don't know why. It's just not blending that well, so I started using a colorless blender. Let me see if I have it. It's this colorless blender. Finesse. This is a new one. I do not recommend using these, even though it says formulated to blend wax-based pencils. I ruined one of the tips on this, and it did not actually blend anything. I believe this is just using alcohol in there, that's all it is. If I'm wrong, please let me know. It did a little bit, but not enough of an impact. So my plan, because everything except I did do a little bit on the claws, this beak just a little bit, everything has some Prismacolors on it. Does this? This might not. I think it does. Oh, look, there's evidence right there because I can't color in the lines. I want to do the background very, very vibrant. I think I'm going to draw some trees back there, and I'm going to use pastels. I'm very excited to do that. I did film the basing of this, and it's already up on the channel. I think I started filming some of the other stuff, but I was getting frustrated. Boy, that owl is just staring at me. But I am going to film the background because I have I have a vision in my head, and I think it's going to be fabulous. After I do the pastels, I'm going to fix the page with a fixative and come back over the top and do some highlights. It's not going to take much to finish this. I think these feathers look better, the blending here, and this was using the Ohuhu colorless blender versus that thing. So I definitely recommend not using those unless, of course, I'm using it wrong. If you want in on this buddy color, just comment down below, follow me on Instagram, let me know, and you're in. You're in like Flynn. So those are the only WIPs I have in Johanna's Christmas. Next up, we have Dustland, The Land of Little or Small Adventures by Rita Berman. This is one of our focus books for 2026. I flipping love this book. We just started a page, but I'm not going to show that. We started it on the live stream because I didn't color it in December. I flipping love, love, love this book. I have so many plans to color in this book. So this is the WIP that I'm working on. She is completely done. She's up on the channel for my Studio Master members. I used Polychromos for all of her and just came over the top just a little bit with Prismacolors, Languio gel pens, White Posca, and Pentel Sparkle Pop. I love her. I love the colors. I'm going to carry the colors into the rabbit, but I'm going to invert them. I think I want him to be pink and the browns, and I'm even going to put some green on him, and then the flowers and the background. The rest of it, I'm going to make it one video. I am really excited. I'm going to be working on this. This is in my plans. That's why it's got two to get this done, because I love it. I love her paper. We were having a whole conversation in the live stream about her paper. We should use Prismacolors. It did really well with polys. And the Hidden Oceans, and now I can't even think of what they are. I have other books of hers, seem to do really well with polys. I loved the polys. The polys were great. The Prismas I just came just to do a little bit more, but it is very smooth. And we were talking about this on the live stream, that this is a different publisher. This is a German book. It's not a French book, even though I got it at Amazon France. I'm so inspired to color in this book. So there's so many plans to color in this book, but that's the only WIP I have that I colored in December. Rita Berman's The Land of Small Adventures. Next up, we have Sarah Renee Clark's Vibrant Wilds. When I was going through my books this morning to see what I colored in, I don't know why I'm not coloring in this more. First, her paper is glorious, and I'm inspired to color so many things. I don't even think I flipped through this book when I was thinking about January, and I kind of regret that now. So this double page spread is the only thing I worked on in December in this book, and these are done with zigs. There is just a little shadow coming through on the paper. Her paper is phenomenal. It was much worse in Small Victories. I did do some blending, like wet into wet. It didn't bleed through over here or on this page. Was it that page? On this page. But I'm not in love with the zigs. And now I got them. And I have more zigs than Tombow. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do with them. I am inspired to finish this because I think these would be quick wins just to make the books look dimensional. I can even like write a few things on there. I can draw some stuff behind it or make like wallpaper on the walls, but it's not in my plans. I love her paper so much. There's so many things I want to color in here. And it's like, it's so creative. Like I love her. I've seen Sarah work on this and somebody else on her show was working on this. I also have the PDFs. When you buy her book, at least when I did, I purchased everything. I clicked buy everything. So I have all of these in PDF. So I would do the PDF first and make sure I like it. Want to do alcohol markers, or at least so I could do it again and again. I'm definitely going to be using this book in February. Did I see a heart in here? Like, I love turtles. She's so stinking pretty. Like these flowers for like something like these, her. So that's all I colored in Sarah Renee Clark's Vibrant Wilds in December. The next work in progress I have is in Hannah Carlson's Merry Christmas. I am pretty disappointed with myself that I didn't get this done because this is another body color. I'm going to get it done. It's not going to take much to get it done. And it's this. I'm calling this the Cat Mantle page. Entirely in pencil. And I started with polychromos and then I started coming over the top with Prismacolors, and you can see it kind of smears. Only thing that's not based are the fuzzy part of the stockings and the candles. It is so close to being done. I just kind of got burnt out, I think, on Christmas. I love this page. I really do want to get it done because my awesome buddy friend got hers done and it's beautiful. I'm going to try to get this done even though it's not in my January coloring plans because it's not going to take much. It's close. It's really close. I do really like the colors that I went with. I am such a messy colorist. Yeah, and I want to come over the top with glitter. It's close, friends. So it's the only WIP I have right now in Hannah Carlson's Merry Christmas. And the last WIP I have to show you is in Rita Berman's Hidden Oceans. I love this book. This was the first coloring book I ever bought. This and Lost Ocean by Johanna Basford. I have a long-standing WIP in here. I've not done anything else on this, and it's almost done, and I love this double-page spread. I jumped in the deep end with adult coloring, and I started with double-page spreads. I love how this is coming out. It just needs bubbles. I did work on this greenery, but that wasn't in December, I don't think. So what I worked on was this. We did this on Sunday Vibes. I love it. Derwent Intense in the background, and it is flipping gorgeous. Polychromos for all of the shells. And it's like, why am I not saying it's done? It barely needs anything. I don't think it needs any more ink tints behind it. I love the colors. I think it might just need some highlights. I would love to finish this page because it's so pretty. Somebody was suggesting I use like gel pens to make these look shiny. Because I'm going for such realism, I don't know if I want to do that, because as soon as I do that, it's like a vibe, and I don't know if that's the vibe I want, because I do have such dimension on these. So I don't know. I don't know what I would do. Maybe I'll just take my sparkle and I will just put some sparkle on it. When I get the clear vision, then I'll be able to do it. But I love her paper. This took the Derwents so well. No bleed through. I do press, I guess, hard, or maybe it just transfers through. I thought I had paper in here. I'm not worried about this. It kind of looks cool, like there's some fish in the distance. Because when I come back in with this, and I love jellyfish, whatever I put down is going to color it. There's like no warping hardly, like just a little bit. Totally worth doing. I had such a blast doing this, and I left this on still. I should have taken it off. So those are all my WIPs. All of my WIPs. What do you think about my WIPs? Are you ready to see my completed pages for December of 2025? The first I have to show you is from Johanna Basford's Small Victories. I have one completed page, and it is this one. I flipping love her. She is stunning. Polychromos pencils, Prismas on top, Pentel Sparkle Pop, Posca White paint pen. I think I came in with my Ohuhu fine liners. This is up on the channel for my Studio Master members as a full color along. The member color alongs are step by step from start to finish. You also see my entire thought process because I changed color schemes through here and I added pencils, and I talk you through when I have a barrier or an obstacle, so that I could show you how does an artist approach another illustrator's work and work through obstacles, challenges, fears, limiting beliefs. Isn't she so cute? So that's the only completed page in the entire book and all of these WIPs. The only completed page I have in Small Victories by Johanna Basford. Next up, we have Winter Wonder by R.J. Hampson. I am so flipping excited to share this page with you. It is this page. I did this for Jo from Piggy Pen's Tube. She did a collab, like the whole book, and I got assigned this page. I had 24 hours to get this done, and friends, I threw everything at this page. I even used paint, acrylic paint, tube paint, and my brushes, like actual paint brushes. I used pastels. I didn't use oil paint, but I used every other medium. I really do love the color scheme, and I love the sparkle like that I was able to achieve with my Pentel Gold Sparkle Pop. I love that. I love her belt and shoes. That is the Signo, the Signo silver pen. Tom had suggested, first I had all the rabbits white, and he said, why don't you make them different colors? And I love it. And I put some Sparkle Pop in their ears, lots of little details with my little gel pens here. I made them chicks because I'm in my chick era. My vision with this page was like ice, warmth to ice, and the wave of ice was coming through. I'm very happy with how it turned out, but there was a lot of moments when I was working on this page for that day that I considered telling Jo I'm not going to be able to finish it because I did not like how the page was coming out. This was also my least favorite page in the book. I love the owls, but it was my least favorite. Like, I wasn't inspired to color this because it's when autumn leaves start to fall. I was done with autumn. I only wanted to do Christmas, but I challenged myself. I used color cube cards, and I just really tried to open my mind. And I also didn't want to not get it done because this was going to R.J. Hampson, and I am so proud of this page. This page taught me a very important lesson. It's something that I already know, but it was really great to get the reminder. Don't give up. Push past fears, insecurities. It's not good enough. What if you can't do it? And just keep going, because the end result was like a part of my mind came alive on this page, and I flipping love it. And Tom is like, holy cow, that's beautiful. So I love it. You can't go wrong whenever you use such contrast. Maybe you can, but it's a win. It's a win. It was, if I didn't tear this paper, I threw everything I had except oil paint at this page, and I didn't tear the paper. What does that tell you? And the other completed page I have in this book, I know I tabbed it. What's up here? Chris? I know I tabbed it. I did not tab this one. Is this one? Oh my goodness. This was done entirely in alcohol markers. I did alcohol marker blending. I love the color scheme. We did this almost entirely on a live stream. After the live stream, I took a little bit of a break, like 15 minutes, and then I grabbed my Languo gel pens. I did do a little bit more shading with the alcohol markers. I grabbed my Languo gel pens, Pentel Sparkle Pop, and I went to town adding glitter. And I love the bike. My husband was like, it needs to have chrome accents. So I used the Signo, the Signo gel pen. I flipping love it. And yes, those are chicks. I'm in my chick phase. I love the limited palette that I did back here, the sparkle. My husband was like, try to make that look like it's one of those 3D signs. I think I nailed it. I love the flowers. This page taught me a very important lesson. I can use just alcohol markers. I don't have to use pencils. So many of my awesome friends told me they have actual books they're only using alcohol markers in. Baby steps, friends. I would like to just keep challenging myself that only pages with alcohol markers. I did so much blending. I watched an R.J. Hampson video, like one, it wasn't for this page. And I was just watching him and I'm thinking, you know what? Why am I not doing blending? And now that I've started, I've pulled the Band-Aid off, whatever it's called. I am completely blown away. I love these vivid colors that I did here. And he is just like decked out. Handsome fellow. I love this page. I did a little bit down here. I didn't want to do anything else back there. Do you love this page? I flipping love it. So those are my completed pages in R.J. Hampson's Winter Wonder. Next up, we have a Boudoir from Diane DeFore. I flipping love this little book. I have a thing for little books. I know a lot of my friends out there say that they like big books. I think I prefer small books. They're just like, I can just hold it in my hand and color in bed. And I love doing that. So I have a completed page in here, which is a really big deal for me. And I know I tabbed it. Good grief, Tara. It is this one. Oh my goodness, I love this. Done and based entirely with Derwents. There's about 3 coats of Derwents. Very, very, very minimal pencil work over the top. Did I use a Prismas or Polys or both? I love her. I love the limited color palette. I did come over the top with my acrylic white paint pen because I'm such a messy colorist. I love the watercolor effect that I was able to get with the Derwents, and the owl is so cute. At first, I thought I made the colors too similar here, but looking now, I love that. I love that about it. I thought about adding snow on top of the trees and the branches, but I didn't want anything to compete with her and this really handsome wolf. Is it a wolf or a fox? Is this her fox book? I don't know. I'm very happy with it. I did a lot with the fur. A lot. I don't necessarily like these lines that were hard to go over, like some of the lines, but I think it came out stunning. I did do a lot of drawing with my Oohoo fine liner, little details here. And with the eye, I had to do a lot there. Put some highlights. I love the sparkle on her jacket. I actually forgot to do that and on the glove. And then Tom was like, did you finish doing that? It doesn't look done. And I was like, oh no. So then I came back in and did it. I love it. And I want to challenge myself just to only use Derwents. And I can use them dry. I don't have to activate them. It took the water really well. I mean, it's warped, but I could iron it at some point. I'm looking forward to doing more pages in this book. So that's all I did in Wood Paw from Diane DeFore. And the last book I colored in December of 2025 was Merry Christmas by Hannah Carlson. And the pages that I finished are this one. Oh my goodness, I am in love with this. This was almost completed on a live stream. I used watercolor, grabby watercolors, and I went heavy, wet into wet. There were no trees back here. I drew all of these trees in with paint. Based everything on the page with watercolor, came over the top with polys, and then a little bit of Prismas on both the dog and the cat. I am in love. I did also come over the top with a Posca white paint pen, a Uniball, an Ohuhu fine liner to add some whiskers. I added more. I used some acrylic paint for some accents here and there. It's like extra snow. Pentel Sparkle Pop. It's probably not picking up, but for all of the red. And the silver Pentel Sparkle Pop for the silver bells. And I went with gold for that color. I used Pentel Sparkle Pop, I think. It might have been Grabby for all of the leaves. I did come over the top and shade it a little bit too. I considered doing something like it's hanging from something, but I am so happy with how this came out. I did have to change the direction of the eye because it was cockeyed. I'm sorry. I love Hannah Carlson, but I couldn't get past the eye where the reflection was. Just didn't look right to me. So I changed it and I'm so much happier with it. I haven't fixed this page or anything. I don't think I need to. Nothing is coming off on this side. I love this page. I love the color scheme. I love doing wet into wet, and I did wet into wet so much. No bleed through, a little bit of warp. Flipping love it. Don't you love it? I love it so much. And the last page I completed in this book, and the last one of 2025, is this page. I am in love with the snowman. This was started on a live stream, and I finished it on a Sunday Vibes. So you could see this from start to finish. There were no trees back here. We did all of this in pastel, and it's not coming off on this side. I did fix this page so many times. I must have fixed the page at least 6 to 10 times. Pastels back there. White Posca on top. Pastels down here for snow. Prismacolors. Very limited palette. I used a Posca white paint pen. I love the snow accents that I did. I put lots of accents with the Linguo gel pens to make it super fun on the buttons. I did come over the top with this. What did I use with the snowman? I can't remember if it was polychromos or Prismacolors. I ended up coming over the top with Prismacolors also. I might have just used those. I wanted these birds to not be front and center because the snowman is the star. This is the first time I went nuts in the background of another artist and did something. And I'm so happy that I did this. I think this was the first time I used the Light Wish, and I am in love. I had so much fun doing these trees. I want to do it again. I cannot wait. I want to do it on canvas. Are you interested in something like that? Like not having a coloring page, but a canvas and going to town. We could do it on a live stream together. I could do it. Well, we're not going to do it on Sunday Vibes because now we're doing our project book. I could do tutorials on that. Let me know what you think. This was a hard choice, and I only had 6 completed pages. And I really thought I was going to pick the snowman or the dogs from the dog and cat from Hannah Carlson's book, because it's the first time I drew in someone else's book, painted something in the background. I don't know. I don't know if I can pick a page, but I think if I had to pick one, I think it would be R.J. Hampson, this page. I think one of the reasons is because I finished it in one day. So that was a win. I finished it almost entirely on a live stream, and I pushed past my limiting beliefs that you can't just use alcohol markers. And I am also really proud of the color scheme. I went to town blending these flowers, not sure how it would come out because I've never done that before. And I'm really glad I did. I love the effect of it. I just love it. I love the clothes, the sparkle. It was so much fun to do. And I think my favorite part is that we were hanging out together for almost the entire time I did this. And you guys helped me so much to help to show me what stuff is. because I can get so stuck on stuff, and also helping to like share what color. Like you guys told me to make this pants gray and I love it. So this is my favorite page. I love all the pages. I love coloring. You made it to this point in the video. Will you put a crayon emoji so I know you are still here? What is your favorite page that I colored, or favorite page that's almost done of mine? I would love to know. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, friends. I flipping love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.